You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history.
We're trotting out and bettering people's racist, sexist, bigoted stereotypes.
And their colleagues have distorted the facts.
Take the worst I say and turn them to a game. Take the best I say and put them on display.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words.
Hunter Biden is not above the law. We want to send him to the DOJ, and we want to trust the DOJ to do their job.
I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, that I can go campaign on and say we did.
The bill is going to say codifies one definition of anti-Semitism. A definition that the author says shouldn't be codified.
RICO is not a crime. They want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the shitter to me.
Leadership of the plans to get them back into chambers. That would have been call number 3 with Speaker Pelosi.
You didn't have one call, you didn't have 2 calls, you had 3 calls. So Speaker Pelosi's comments that she didn't speak to were inaccurate.
That is correct, sir.
Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your daily dose of sanity in an insane world. Davey just had to restart his computer and he sent me something here. We will get him back in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We got the dumbest fights going on here in Congress. We got in Elon Musk and not Congress, but in our government, Elon Musk and Trump are fighting over some dumb shit and everybody's all up in arms about it. This is the stupidest fight I've ever seen. But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Looks like Kilmar's back, and we needed to take a little walk down memory lane with that because Jamie Raskin says he doesn't know of any Democrat who has ever defended Kilmar in any way. Not at least not that they know of. Yeah, this is really going to hurt Raskin here, and this is going to be wonderful to see so long as that gets out there. We also have parents can actually choose the genetic makeup of their IVF child now. This is getting very dystopian with it. Ladies and gentlemen, until Davey gets here, we're going to run alone. Let's get this started. And where is it? Here we go.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
There we go.
The locals left this thing called an energy drink. Let's take a sip.
Oh, I'm gonna crash out.
I don't know what was in that, but I can't freaking sleep. Oh, might as well get morning's grub ready. I'm tweaking.
Boys, I'm cooking another massive trout.
Boys, I'm cooked. I'm out of Zins, and I'm about to crash hard. If I don't make it, give this trout to Fred. He needs it. boys. She's landed. We're eating like kings tonight. All right, boys. Trout's done. Fire roasted, wilderness style. Might be burnt. We'll find out.
Nah, that's gas.
All right. Let's get the heck back to the crib. I'm tired of this. This is what we do on the Bigfoot Boys channel. We vibe. Man, this place is crazy.
I'm okay with AI making shit like that. That's pretty funny. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Davey will be coming in very, very soon. His computer is booting up, so we will have to take a second to adjust cameras and get all that running. It won't be long, but we've got everything taken care of in the back end. It'll be easy to flip. But how y'all doing? We got Lewis in the house. We got Kevin G with us. Jennifer O'Connell. Let's see. Muffin Randall. Gloria B's with us. Welcome, Gloria. David F. Let's see. Anybody else? Carolyn Hall's with us. How you doing, ma'am? Let's see. On the Rumble side, we got Jennifer on that side too. Dolby Quaz is back over there. How you doing? Got Muffin back there, Jennifer. We'll have more popping in here later on. I just gotta say though, guys, I don't understand why everybody's making this stupid ass fight a big deal. Cause to me, it just sounds like two kids on the kindergarten playground fighting in the sandbox about who gets to play with whose toys. I'm serious. That's all it sounds like to me, and I really don't care about the whole thing. The whole Elon Musk is saying that Trump's on the Epstein files. Yeah, we knew that. Because if he were any further in that, why would you let... Well, there's Davey. Give me a second, guys. Let's get Davey in here.
With my computer, it just restarted.
You're good. You're good. Hold on. I need to properties, deactivate that here. So in Discord, turn it on. And your camera's not wanting to work right now. Try again.
Oh, I know why. All right.
No, you know what? We're going to have to go back to the... Oh, nope. Camera's still struggling.
I shut off OBS. Hold on. I'll come back. Let me see. Jeez.
Turn your camera off in Discord and turn it back on. Which one am I connecting to? Oh, yeah. Where is it? It's not in here. Well, there he goes again. There we go. Now we got him. Screen share, please, sir.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec.
This is it not working. What the fuck? This was a thing just 2 seconds ago. Live cam 2 is me. Cam 1 properties. Where are you? Okay, there we go. Yeah, now I gotta fix your green screen on this one.
Sorry.
You're good. Had to restart computers. I have to fix everything. Select color. Pick screen color. Boom. Okay. Turn it on. Good to go. But yeah. I do want to show you this real quick. You're gonna love this. I picked this video actually just straight for you. No, not this one. Not this
Really?
one. Not this one.
That one?
Not that one. Hold on. It was a little intro video. You're going to find this hilarious. Which would... Oh, yeah, that came from my wife. Watch this shit.
All right, so I think the locals left this thing called an energy drink. Let's take a sip.
Oh, I'm gonna crash out.
I don't know what was in that, but I can't freaking sleep. Oh, might as well get morning's grub ready. I'm tweaking.
Boys, I'm cooking another massive trout.
Boys, I'm cooked.
I'm out of Zins, and I'm about to crash hard.
If I don't make it, give this trout to Fred. He needs it.
Boys, she's landed. We're eating like kings tonight.
All right, boys, trout's done. Fire roasted, wilderness style. Might be burnt, we'll find out.
Nah, that's gas.
All right, let's get the heck back to the crib. I'm tired of this.
This is what we do on the Bigfoot Boys channel. We vibe. Man, this place is crazy. You guys
I'm okay with AI making shit like this. I would watch that as a show, though.
The fact that he had the trout just sitting on his shoulder the entire time made me...
Here you go.
It's like, what the fuck?
Go Nando's right now, swear down, man.
Nah, blood, I'd go on my knees for a big break.
Aye, blood, stop with this gay shit, man. You're losing me views being all zesty and shit.
Ain't my bad.
Ayo, who do you recon gets the most poom poom? Do femboys count, G? The fuck? Are you chatting about blood? You nasty, man. Yeah. But you said any holes a goal. You want a sweet Yeti, G?
Yeah, blood, hand them over.
An absolutely
Why does this
stupendous
feel racist this way?
Nah. You're defo gay. Water, man, don't...
You're defo gay!
Why does that feel racist that way, though?
It does feel racist.
Welcome back, brother. How you doing tonight? Let's go back to the share screen. Oh, I gotta flip this again. How you doing tonight?
Dude. I have to go see a neurologist because it's not good.
No, it's not.
It's not good. Like last night, like I don't know, you talked to Amanda, like I just was out at one point.
Tony, hey, thank you for the gifted 5 here. We got Heather Fuller coming in, No Jabski, Brandy Coffee, Don Goff, and Cindy DeTore. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to have to change Cindy over to members now in the Discord. Matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and do that right now. But yeah, you've had some horrible things going on with you, brother, and I've had to be a little bit stern with you. You know, Muffin made me think about it last night before the show, and I felt bad for it, dude. You know, I felt bad for what happened and the way I had to bring you out of that, but it's needed. And it helped you. It got you out of that funk.
It got me out of it for a little while. Now I'm back into it. Like I can't explain what it feels like. Like I just don't know how to explain what it feels like. Like I'm literally when I'm sleeping, I'm punching the air.
All right. Well, here's what's going on. Tomorrow's members only. We're going to sit down and we're going to have a good little conversation, just me and you, for the members only. Let's talk this out, because there's something more bothering you than just this.
I don't.
You're not talking loud enough.
I don't know. I don't know what.
We're going to figure it out, but we will say this. Davey?
Yes, brother.
As much as you've been unconscious, do you know what's happening with this Trump-Elon Musk feud?
No, I woke up and apparently Trump and Elon Musk hate each other.
Pretty much, yes. All right. But let's go ahead and give you the rundown. This comes from King Christie here. Actually, this is from a tweet from Brandon, the star. It's going to be a great day on this app, LMFAO. It says, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Now, what's really, really happening here is this. King Christie says, why are they even fighting? At Grok, why is your daddy fighting with your other daddy? And Grok answered. They're clashing over a spending bill. Musk calls it wasteful, slamming its debt increase, while Trump supports it for national priorities. Musk's upset, feeling unappreciated about backing Trump's 2024 win with big money and ex post. Trump says Musk's mad about EV tax credit cuts hitting Tesla. It's a mix of policy differences and bruised egos. That's it. That's exactly what all this is. It is just that. Grok got it fucking right. Like I said, it's like a fight, a kindergarten fight in the sandbox, and everybody's threatening to take their toys and go home. Why am I supposed to care? What does this mean? Oh, are you trying to say that he was on the Epstein flight log? Time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. Yeah, he was on the flight log. We know that. Are you saying that he was actually with the girls, even though Virginia Dufresne said he never touched any of the girls and was never uncouth with any of them? Yeah,
Tony Hay with the dono. Johnny boy, welcome.
Welcome. I mean, do we not remember any of that shit, though? Yeah, we know he's on the flight logs. That's been a thing. The real thing is who went to the fucking island. Who was fucking these kids? That's what we want to know. And let's just go ahead and jump off that ledge. Davey, if he was, would you care?
If Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would care.
Okay. Would you be pissed?
Yeah.
Would you want him as your president?
No.
The same here.
No, if he was on those flight logs and he was fucking kids, no.
Well, he was on the flight logs, but did he go to the island? Is he a pedophile? If he is, fuck him, get rid of him. Impeach the bastard. Get out right the fuck now.
Yeah.
But if this is just he was on the flight log shit? Bitch made motherfucker, you threw a fit just because you weren't getting kickbacks for everything you've done to help us at least start turning this country around? I'm sorry. That's petty as fuck. But then again, I mean, he did say that he wanted to cut spending and everything like that, but we are spending more money this time around.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like it.
After everything that DOGE did, it's not. It's like they're not even trying. There is a point to be made with Elon Musk, but that's in the House, brother. I mean, he can't just executive order that shit the fuck away. That's spending. That comes from the House. That comes from the Senate. I thought you'd understand that. Being in the White House, being in government, you'd have to understand that the president just can't nix every damn thing right away like that.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest fight I have ever seen. But it has lit people up with this shit. Is the bromance over for Donald Trump and Elon Musk? Carolyn Levitt has responded after a reporter asked if Trump was mad about Musk's recent scathing tweet criticizing the one big beautiful bill. Go ahead and bring this up a little bit so y'all can hear it.
How mad do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it.
Look, the president already knows where Elon Musk stood on this bill. It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
How mad do you think?
I'm kind of getting a little bit of Green Jean-Pierre vibes with that one, though.
And listen, I'm glad that Peter Ducey is sticking to his guns.
However, there is things in that bill that I will say are Peter Ducey just went after him. Yeah. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm glad that Peter Ducey is still is central. Like he doesn't it doesn't matter where it stands. Peter Ducey's like, hey, isn't this bill a little fucked up?
Yeah. But then again, you also have to understand Trump is still pushing for the vaccine. Even getting booed, he's just like, hey, whatever. It's something I did. I feel like it's great. Y'all boo me if you want. Fuck it. He's always been that type of person, though. You don't know he's made a mistake like that. And even if he did, is he going to admit it? Fuck no. We all know that. Tony, hey, thank you for the 5. Sorry to bug you guys again, but Carolyn Hall wants a wrench. Can't have everybody a wrench. Look at that.
A wrench?
I'll show you.
Am I missing something?
Carolyn Hall's always here too. Talking about mod. Carolyn Hall's always here too. She knows how this goes. But yeah. Dude, there is no way in hell. No way in hell that I'm going to sit here and take any side on this shit. And I'm just going to look at you both and say exactly what Nick Frieda said. Let me find that shit. Right here.
Give me a second. I'll get through it. Today's June 6th, which is the anniversary of D-Day. And in 1998, I had just graduated infantry basic training. And the reason why that's significant is because the first movie I got to see when I graduated was Saving Private Ryan. And I remember watching that scene as those guys were storming Omaha Beach and thinking to myself, that math is not math. Like, how do you survive that? And yet those guys, they went anyway. And then I remember coming home from my first combat tour as a Green Beret, and this old veteran comes up and he wants to buy me breakfast. I felt like a fraud next to that guy. And I can remember I didn't really care what the media or Hollywood or politicians or activists thought of my service, but man, I cared what that guy thought. And now my own son is at infantry basic training. And we're all super concerned about this little spat between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. You know, I got a suggestion. How about you two overpowered, egotistical sons of get back to doing what you're actually pretty good at, and that's preserving a country worth defending.
Yep.
Because that's what my son deserves. Cheers.
You goddamn right.
Yep. Stop fighting over such little bullshit.
Jennifer, thank you for the $2 there. For the record, I do not want a wrench. Okay.
Stop. Why are we fighting over such bullshit? Why are we not fighting for the real shit?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. My voice just... I'm still trying to get over this rib thing.
Mom's Mysteries and Mayhem. Thank you for the gifted sub over there on Rumble. That was Be the One that picked that one up. How y'all doing tonight over there? Be the Ones over there, Dobie Quaz. But yeah,
I'm still trying to get over this rib shit with my wife. My wife cracked my wife cracked my rib.
That ain't gonna happen. That's gonna be weeks. That's gonna be a while. You're going to feel that pain.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
You have a point, though. There's no reason, like, okay, we need to argue about what's in this shit and not about Orange Man fighting with Asperger's Man. What is the point of that? That's a fucking distraction. But you're going to go ahead and go down that rabbit hole and choose sides for something so ridiculously stupid as one kid saying, I don't want to play anymore, after he was already going to depart from this any damn way?
Yeah. He said it months ago. He said it weeks ago that he was leaving.
Dos Becky's. Yes, Dos Becky's. But yeah, we got Trump over here. Like, I don't understand why anybody and everybody would care, except he's feeding into the press with this shit. We got Trump over here just being like, whatever, fucking.
Not taking him seriously about spending now. He's saying this is all sour grapes.
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, you know, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many.
World War II did not start and end there. World War II started in Germany and ended when we dropped the sun on everybody and said, fuck you.
Other thing comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room, and I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others, too. They leave, and they wake up in the morning, and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it, and you'll let us know. Yeah.
Mr. President, speaking of envy.
He's not wrong.
He's not. And he's actually taking the high road with that shit. He's just like, yeah, whatever. You know, that kind of situation. It is kind of, it is how it is. Shut up. Don't play again.
Yeah, he's not wrong. People leave the administration and they get angry because
there's not a permanent position, or they won't have any kind of real influence. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit, honestly. If I were Elon Musk, with everything that I found, I'd just gone in there and just been like, hey, this is what I did. This is what I found. This is what I brought up. I'm a little bit pissed that you didn't take my recommendation, but fuck it. I did my service to this country.
Yeah.
Stop whining like a little bitch just because you didn't get your fucking way.
But they all do. They all do. And then they write books, and then they go on The View, and then.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you buy Karine Jean-Pierre's book, I will fucking flame you till the day I die, and it will be merciless. She was behind a lot of that. She was with the president all the fucking time. There ain't no goddamn way that she didn't know about his mental decline. But now she's got a tell-all book for you while lying straight to your face for 4 fucking, I'm sorry, not 4 years. What, it was like 3.5, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Even Jen Psaki couldn't fucking do it. She said, fuck you, I'm out. All right, but this is going to get stupid, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get incredibly stupid because we got Rep Stansberry. Y'all know who this bitch is. Listen to this shit. She is excited to talk about nothing but this for the next couple of hearings.
Congresswoman, you certainly held court today on that floor, the tea included. You've been critical, though, of Musk, frankly, for a very long time, and you even called DOGE a scam on the American people. You kind of read the tea leaves, so to speak, that this bromance would end. But what do you make of this breakup?
Well, I mean, I think I said this on the floor today, but breakups are hard, man. And I don't think I've ever seen a harder breakup in my life, to be honest. It's been real. But, you know, I mean, I think that.
I'm sorry, what? You've never seen a harder. I guarantee you, bitch, you have had harder breakups than this shit. Because you are psychotic. What?
I'm not totally surprised, to be honest. You've got the wealthiest man on planet Earth who helped to buy an election.
What up, Jonah?
Who's now the most
Is
powerful
Stephen
man
O's in
on
the
Earth.
house? Wes
And
is
they're
with us.
completely melting down on each other and like in total destruction mode right now. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to emerge out of this in the coming days. But what I do know is Elon Musk, and I hope it's okay to say this on the air, is a total bullshit artist. And you don't have to take my word for that. Donald Trump said that a few days ago. And I think that you could see that in the literal receipts from DOGE and the way in which he spent the last several months self-dealing, stealing people's data, giving himself government contracts. And, you know, he tried to wipe his hands and walk out of the White House, but it.
The speech and debate clause, brother. The speech and debate clause.
Apparently imploded on him in the last few hours.
Well, this destruction mode, as you call it, is
Because she called her congresswoman when she introduced her. The speech and debate clause is now in play.
particularly acute right now when we're watching all the stakes.
Is stealing data? Yeah, because apparently they used AI to algorithmically pull from all these databases so they didn't have to physically fucking do it. Yeah, he's stealing data. He put it all into one big list and one special server kind of. That's it.
And they're very high for the American people. And you actually replied to Trump's post where he suggested even terminating Musk's contracts by saying, quote, "We'd love to work with you on a bipartisan bill to do just this." But not all of your colleagues, of course, are taking that kind of stance. In fact, Senator John Fetterman said this earlier. Listen.
The dams we've been dumping all over Musk and vandalizing Teslas or whatever, and now suddenly we might be more back into him and thing. It's just like it's thing. It's like, you know, he's right about the big beautiful pill. It's like, you know, we have to
The
decide,
big beautiful pill.
Where are we thinking about him?
So what is this?
No. We got to track that down because Fetterman was actually fucking right on that one. He's just like, wait. Y'all are just firebombing his dealerships just a couple of weeks ago. And now you're supposed to be behind him 100% now and rah Elon Musk. It's a little fucky, is it not?
Strategy. Yeah. What ought it to be when it comes to Elon Musk? Is it to embrace or antagonize? Is there some middle ground? What?
Well, I mean, first we have to acknowledge that for the last 130 days that Elon Musk was a special government employee, he broke the law. He stole our data, as I mentioned. He fired thousands of federal employees. He dismantled agencies illegally. And there's now over 200 court cases in the federal court system holding him and the Trump administration accountable. And so I don't think we can sit here and pretend like nothing's gone down for the last 3.5 months. And I think he needs to be held fully accountable for his actions. Now, politically speaking, I think, as some of us were just saying, America needed this. We really did. You know, we've lived through such, I think, dark times over the last few months that, you know, it's hard to not take a little bit of joy in watching them destroy each other.
Who did Elon Musk fire?
Nobody. But because of his cuts. Because of his cuts. People got fired. That's what she's talking about. But again, the speech and debate clause, she can say whatever the fuck she wants to because she was called Congresswoman at the very beginning. But I will pause this for the Fetterman thing. Listen up.
Teslas or whatever.
Oh, that's loud as fuck. Hold on. Read the captioning sometimes. The way it reads is that the politician on with CNN seems to be agreeing with Musk. Super sus. I've never realized CC did that before. The CNN. The politician on with CNN. Yes. Yeah, she's trying to encourage Elon Musk to keep going. To let it all out. Let's just beat Trump together because he's an evil orange man, fascist dictator Hitler. Oh, the closed captioning is agreeing with Musk? I'll have to look that back. But let's listen to Fetterman real quick.
And now suddenly we might be more
I'm sorry. I left and right clicked.
analyzing Teslas or whatever, and now suddenly we might be more back into him and thing. It's just like it's like he's right about the big beautiful bill. I mean, now it's like adding a $2.5 trillion debt. I mean, it's astonishing. I can't imagine anyone genuinely think this is like a smart thing, and that's where we are. And now it's suddenly Musk is right. Well, we were just going after him for all those months now and showing up at Tesla dealerships and all those kind of things. It's like we have to decide, where are we thinking about him?
Are Democrats disingenuous, suddenly finding Elon Musk as their new best friend?
Well, yes. I'm saying, all I'm saying though, it's like he's right about the big beautiful bill. And now suddenly, it wasn't that long ago that Tesla's was like the virtue signaling kind of accessory for Dems as well too. So now where we are on all this kind of a thing now, where I follow the truth. I would never want to vandalize Tesla.
He's right. Like you were saying, everybody had Teslas. They were pushing Teslas when we had that talk about you defending Hitler. Everybody wanted Teslas, and then all of a sudden, you hate Elon Musk because he's just like, y'all are kind of fucked in the head. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, you're burning down his dealerships. You're keying people's cars. You're attacking people just because they own Teslas. And then he's just like, fuck it, I can't take it anymore, you asshole. You weren't supposed to spend money. Yeah, you're on the Epstein files. Yay, we love Elon again.
And then you went to Volkswagens.
Like I said, they weren't electrified. But yeah, I mean, he's 100% right in that. We have to go back to Stansbury because she ain't done with this dumb shit. Look at that face, though. God, look at that face.
Oh, we were back.
Look at that face. You know that's her O face, right? You know it. That's her O face. Imagine waking up to that. God damn.
I don't think we should be embracing somebody who's engaged in criminal activity against the American people and shattered lives for the last 3.5 months.
Yeah, speaking of that, I know, it harkens back. You remember when James Carville made that comment about, the Democrats ought to, as a strategy, roll over and play dead, and essentially watch the control. I'll tell you what he said after that. He went on to say,
had to make up
allow the Republicans to crumble beneath their own weight and make the American people miss us. I saw you kind of wince at the idea of rolling over and playing dead, but his greater message, it appears, was, sit back and let.
Here's the thing. She already has makeup on, but because she's on the CNN, they had to put more makeup on. That's why right here, it's incredibly fucking white on her neck. And her face is incredibly white, except for her blush that is already shining through, because all they did was just dab a little shit on that. They masked her forehead and painted her neck. They didn't have the right color.
Let them implode, and then Democrats can seize on the opportunity. If I'm paraphrasing him, we look at this right now.
They gave her a pearl necklace.
Is that a sound strategy?
There's the
are
joke,
Democrats
David.
Doing that?
Well, I think when you have megalomaniacs like Donald Trump and Elon Musk, it is sort of mutually assured destruction, regardless of whether or not Democrats intervene. But what the American people want is very clear. They want to see leaders fighting for them. They want to see them fighting for a democracy. They want to see us fighting against this disgusting abomination of a bill. They want to see us fighting against taking away their health care and their food assistance.
Her whole face like
and
a Japanese
making sure that
porn
we're
star.
fighting for democracy and basic human rights in this country.
Thank you, Deluxe, for the five.
The idea that Democrats should just stand back and let them destroy each other and not intervene and not actually fight for the American people is absurd. Like, this is our fight. This is the fight of our generation.
Oh, sorry. Again, with a 5 there. He did not have the power she should... What? He did not have the power she just stated. He could not fire anyone. His role was advisory. It was head of these 3-letter organizations was actually fire people. Yes. But, again, the speech and debate clause, because she is in her official duties as a congresswoman, because she was announced as a congresswoman. Speech and debate clause, she can say whatever she wants to, and nothing can be done about it. That's written into the Constitution of the United States. But this
having a
bitch-
broken rib sucks dick.
Yes.
Can I tell you that?
Yes, it
It
does.
sucks dick.
I know.
Because it hurts so fucking bad. And there's nothing that can be done about it.
It'll start easing up in about a week. You won't feel any real relief for about 2 or 3. But it won't feel any better for a couple months.
Oh, it hurts so fucking bad.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sorry, guys.
I do want to bring this up because Elon Musk was saying he's on the Epstein files. We were talking about all that shit. Check this shit out. I linked it in the Discord and I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this one. Because right here is where I paused and sent that off when I was listening to it. This is Kash Patel sitting down with Joe Rogan.
Later. And so it's just stuff like that.
Since we were talking about fake news, this is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat. Joe, you want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation
What is
between
he?
Elon and
Have a nice day, DJT. Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back and forth about different things. And
yeah.
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
Yeah, they told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know?
The dude's term was ending anyway. By the end of this month, he was going to be out. He was only in his special role that's only 130 fucking days.
Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump Elon thing. That's way outside my lane.
What the fuck are they doing?
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
I just don't. I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health. I think posting things public all day and arguing with people all day is bad for you.
Well, you raise a great point. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Half of what we have to respond to is the click army on social media.
Right. And 50% of that plus is bots.
50% of that plus is bots. Yep. But let's take the other 50% of that. It's just constantly pushing out information to sell T-shirts or subscriptions or whatever, listen to my show. And then people are like, hey, FBI, why aren't you looking at this thing in Oklahoma? And I'm like, because it's fake. I don't have time for that. And and so to your point on like social media does have a great use in terms of me. And so the reason Dan and I don't do a lot of media is because we're the FBI. Like, let our work speak for itself.
Right.
But we have to find the right balance of going to do media and posting on social media the things we're doing and keeping people updated. And so that's the delicate balance we're trying. But what I'm learning is no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. It's going to just completely not make everyone happy.
Again,
He's right.
He's
He's absolutely right.
What the fuck? I don't know how to feel about that because the dude's like, I'm just going to stay in my lane. I'm not speaking about any of this shit. How would he have access? I don't know. But hey, social media is a problem. You just pivoted hard. He avoided Joe Rogan's question, pivoted hard to a new conversation.
I don't.
They were recording when that shit dropped.
I don't know. Like, everything that's going on is just, it's like, go left, go right, go left, go right, go left, go right, go left, go right. And it's just a card game. It's just magic tricks.
Yeah. And this is why I say fuck both sides of anything. Because I never went hard on Elon. I never went hard on Trump. I never went hard on anybody. Hell, I will even sit here and like, God, who was that? Savage. The Savage with the Richard White with the, he made a comment. And I was just like, hey, he's got a point. Ro Khanna was the only Democrat to say, I don't want any part of this backdoor access into big tech because this is censorship. The only one. Left and fucking right.
I'm so sorry for your wife.
What do you mean?
You said you never went hard on anyone.
Other than her. And everybody else. But I've never doubled down on anything. Even with Matt Gaetz, I was like, yeah, Matt, I kind of see this as bullshit, but there is some things. I could see Matt Gaetz being the flirtatious, at least good-looking dude that he is, young. I could see if the offer is there and somebody says, hey, I'm 23 and she's really 17. I could see that happening, and all of a sudden he's supposed to be the FBI, the head of the FBI, and then, hey, remember the allegations this woman made? He's like, I'm done. Kind of makes me think you did it. Not gonna fucking lie. I even called that shit out too. I was like, hey, that doesn't look right. Just because these allegations are coming up again, you're running for the hills quicker than anybody else I've ever seen.
And now he's got a podcast.
Will Bondi give Maryland man the death penalty? Oh, that's fun. That is fucking fun. Check this out. You remember who the Maryland man is, don't you, Davey?
Yeah.
Kilmar's back.
Abrego's back? They sent him back?
Tennessee brought him up on charges of human trafficking. He was trafficking children. He had a whole bunch of child pornography. This motherfucker's been doing this for 9 damn years. But that sweet little innocent baby angel. I'm sorry, I like that from Actual Justice Warrior. He just screams that out. He's like, that baby angel Aladdin. That shit's awesome.
So they brought him back to America.
They wanted him back. Now he's going to fucking face charges for all the shit he's fucking done here in the American system.
Press play.
Now, hold up. There's a reason for that. Wasn't all the stays on deportation and shit because of Kilmar and you were deporting the wrong people and all that bullshit?
Yep.
Okay. So he's back in his country. Now he's facing charges from us. You wanted him back. You got him. You were supporting this dick sucker. This child fucking rapist. This child trafficker. You were supporting him. You wanted him back. Here the fuck he is. This is your champion. You know how fucked up that is, brother?
Dude, he was gone. He was gone. This is what I don't understand.
Remember Van Hollen and Garcia and everybody going over there?
Yeah, I don't understand with these people. They're gone. We don't have to deal with them. So we bring them back here just to put them in a prison here.
Well, Davey, he was a Maryland man. Yeah, no. Before we hit this one up, he was a fucking Maryland man.
Though he, of course, is alleged to have committed these crimes. Do you think that Democrats risk politically playing into the president's hands by focusing on this case?
First of all, I don't know of a single Democrat who defended him specifically against any crimes because he wasn't charged with any crimes. He doesn't have any.
There we go. You don't know a single Democrat specifically that defended any of his crimes because, as far as I know, he was never charged with crimes. But he was adjudicated in court twice to be a member of MS-13. You don't know he has crimes, Raskin? Are you fucking kidding me? There ain't no goddamn way you're going to sit there and tell me the fucking what is it? The ranking member for the Judiciary Committee doesn't know this motherfucker's got a criminal record a mile fucking long and suspected of all different types of shit. You're gonna sit there and tell me that, Raskin? Wait a minute. Maybe you should fire your fucking staffers. But
any criminal history, to my knowledge, or a criminal record, and there were no charges outstanding when he got unceremoniously picked up and flown out of the country.
okay, so he was picked up and flown out of the country. There were no charges pending at that time. So why the fuck should he be out of the country?
I mean, that's called a disappearance. That's what happens in authoritarian societies. They obviously want to make this about whether or not he ends up being a good guy or a bad guy, but it's not a moral question. It's a legal question. It's a constitutional.
It's not a moral question that he was trafficking kids and had a whole bunch of pornography. It's not a moral question, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a moral fucking question. It's a question of your rights.
Question of whether the government can pick people up and take them out of the country. And I think the Supreme Court has been fairly emphatic about this. Due process is for everybody. Sometimes I hear my MAGA colleagues say, you're for due process for guilty people? Well, yeah, because we don't know if they're guilty or they're innocent until we've had due process. That's the whole point of due process.
We don't know whether we're guilty or innocent until we've had due process. Adjudicated twice in fucking court that he's a member of MS-13, a fucking record a mile long, and now these new charges coming down about trafficking and child pornography? I'm sorry, Raskin, there ain't no goddamn way you can sit there and feign any kind of ignorance or innocence to this.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
Especially when it comes to this shit right the fuck here.
He never saw a judge. Nobody ever told him what he was being charged for. Nobody ever told him that there were any charges against him. And he was sent to a mega prison run by the self-proclaimed dictator of El Salvador. And yesterday, you know what happened, Mr. Chairman? The Trump administration admitted that it had made a mistake. He was not actually a gangbanger. He was not a criminal. It was all a mistake. If there'd been due process, maybe that would have been determined, but there wasn't.
Democratic Congressman Jamie Raskin went after the Trump administration, who admitted in court filings that they mistakenly deported a man from his state. Raskin told the story of Kilmar Garcia to personalize the impacts that the Trump administration's deportation flights to El Salvador are having, which are currently caught up in a fraught legal battle.
But they put him on that plane and he's El Salvador. Well, all's well that ends well, right? No. The administration says there's nothing they can do about it now because he's no longer in U.S. custody. This guy who lives in my state, married to a U.S. citizen, with citizen children, he's stuck with the
with citizen children that he was trafficking.
Dictator of El Salvador.
This came up in a hearing on Capitol Hill today as Republicans
he
are
wasn't
trying to go after
trafficking his
federal
own kids,
judges that
but
they see as blocking President Trump and his agenda. The hearing was just the first step. Some Republicans want to impeach these judges, but with such narrow majorities in the House, they don't currently have the votes for that.
Some of our colleagues want to impeach him. Look, some of our colleagues, they've got "for wanted" signs in the Cannon House office building with the names and faces of judges on them.
I'm sorry. Hold up. Davey.
Yeah.
I've said it so many times. What's the definition of treason? Yep. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States of America levies war against them or gives aid and comfort to the enemies of the United States within its borders or elsewhere. I'm sorry. I say Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who was trafficking fucking children and child pornography, beating women, burglarizing all types of shit, a fucking record a mile goddamn long. He is an enemy to me. And you want to bring him back so he can keep terrorizing me. Are you not giving aid and comfort to those who levy war against the citizens of the United States?
Yes.
You took an oath of office. Again, this is getting too easy.
They want to impeach them now. They want to impeach Judge Boasberg.
I'm sorry. Deluxe Knight, thank you for the 10. Yes, sir. Brought him back to convert him, then deport him, convict him, then deport him again, right back to the prison he came out of. I hope that fucking happens. I will fucking pay the tab on that shit. Because Raskin is going to wear this like a dick on the forehead. Thank you again for the 1. Convict him. Jennifer for the 1. What will happen
by the way,
to Graham, Cinema,
third
and
Railify? It's nice to see you. Sorry.
Oh, third rail. What's up?
I've been MIA. Just
it's
I
been
need
a
to
thing.
I need to see a neurologist because my brain is a little messed up.
You see what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's doing the Joe Biden thing.
I am. It's listen, I literally I'll be asleep and I'll just start fighting the air for no reason.
Well, that's not a neurological thing. That's a brain thing. Your brain is sending messages to punch somebody.
my brain just wants me to fight someone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We got, who was it that gave it? Muffin's got the link. Muffin, throw it again, brother. We will see you on the other side. You got 3 minutes. As soon as I hit this.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. Yeah, maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?